welcome to Micro Squat. Sam and Alina here. We've got a whole hip routine, leg routine, shoulders, total body. There's a bunch of things happening. Whatever. So the equipment you're going to need is the 15-pound ball of beam and the 8-pound ball of ring, so you can adjust what weight you need. But we are going to start on the floor to warm up those hips. So laying down on the back, you're going to do windshield wipers. So feet are about hip windshield wipers. So you're going to have those feet down on the ground, separate them out, feet two. Oh, there we go. Those windshield wipers. So the feet are about hip or shoulder width distance, and you can see Alina here is just dropping them off from one side over to the other. Pausing for a second while they're down so you can feel a little bit of that stretch. It's starting to open up the lower back, open up the hips. How's that feel? Good. So we're going to be here for about a minute. You're already about halfway done with this one anyways. But we're starting off slow, kind of building the basis of the moves, and then we build up. We crescendo. I don't know, something of the sorts. Shoulders stay down and open the whole time, so as you drop the legs off, you don't want the shoulders to peel off the ground. Only go as far as those knees will let you, so if they don't go and touch the floor, that's fine. You got about 10 seconds left. We're gonna head over into a tabletop position, do a couple cat and cows, getting some more mobility in the spine. In 3, 2, 1, roll over into that tabletop. So most of us know shoulders and hips are stacked. Narrow up your stance on your knees a bit. Thank you. Good. Lifting the head and tailbone and then pressing the floor away, doming the upper back. Now do me a favor here, everyone. I want you to roll your shoulders down away from the ears, even as you dome the back, even as you push down into the floor. Yeah, so that you lock in the lats. I know it's more of a lower body hip mobility class, but we still want to create a strong shoulder girdle. So whatever we're doing, the lats and the shoulders are nice and strong. Do you feel that difference? That's okay. You can say no.
No.
So rotate, lock them down. Yep. Yeah, much better. And then pushing up. Good. Working through that spine, through that mobility. Couple more seconds left. We're just going to take the left leg out to the side and do a hip opener in this tabletop position in 3, 2, 1. So come into a nice flat tabletop back. Kick the left leg out. So keep your hip and knee stacked over. Good. And you're going to walk your hands back if you need to, but you're going to lower back towards your heel and then walk it forward. You can walk the hands forward. You can push your shoulders in front of those wrists and then rock it back. How's that feel?
Love how you grabbed onto my belt. We're just...
Oh, it's like controlling you. So you're feeling the stretch in the inner thigh here, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're moving through the hip joint. So it's a ball and socket joint. So you're kind of feeling that movement around. You're kind of bridging into this right hip. So you're getting a little glute activation as well. Good. Couple more seconds left. We are going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. So bring that left knee back, right leg kicks out to the side. Once again, keep that left hip stacked over that knee. Yeah, there you go. Much better. Oh, one side is gonna always be tighter than the other. It's not watch telling you a lot of things.
It's checking time.
Oh, you got time.
Okay.
Good. So pressing it forward, pressing it back, pull that belly button in towards the spine. Good. Couple more seconds here. So as you press yourself forward, can you glute to lift you up on the left side while the right leg just takes the stretch? Almost done with this one. We're going to sweep the right leg forward and we're going to come into a kneeling lunge position. Couple more seconds left, so that right foot will come forward. The left knee is going to stay back. How you feel?
Good.
Okay, dokie. Here, we're going to take that right foot forward, circle it forward in 3, 2, 1. So bring it forward in front. Yes, you're in this kneeling position. Tuck your back toes. Good. Now level off your hips. Good. Tuck that tailbone. So you now feel the lower core engage, maybe a deeper stretch in that hip flexor. You're gonna dig through that right heel, push yourself up just a couple inches, and then slowly lower down without collapsing and ramming the knee. Ugh, don't worry, I've got an assist coming in. So I know this one's difficult. It is hard. So if you need to, I want you to place either a wall, a chair, and move a whole wall next to you. A foam roller, I know a Swiffer works really well. I'm not kidding. People love the flat piece of the Swiffer and then the mobility of the arm. But we're using a foam roller here to help assist you up. As you heard Alina say, it is a difficult move. We're working on the bottom of the lunge. Normally we come up to the top and lower down. So we're working on the, as everyone else calls it, negatives. Okay, so we're taking it from the bottom and pressing up through that right leg forward and then controlling, using the hamstring glute to help lower us down and not crash our knee into the floor. Yeah, and then she's using that assist with the foam roller to help push her up and also keep her stable. What happens a lot when you lift yourself up, you kind of wobble and weeble wobble down. Weeble wobble. So do me a favor here, guys. I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together. Really press that right foot down into the floor to help lift you up. Now again, what also makes this a lot harder is I've caused you guys to elongate your tailbone or tuck the tailbone, so you're engaging your lower core even more. She's gassed. Woo! So we're gonna lift it all the way up and we're going to pivot into a sumo squat. In 3, 2, 1, press all the way up. Woo! Open up. So those feet are on the same line, toes are pointing out. You're going to, again, elongate that tailbone for me and sit down in between those heels. Good, and then lift it back up. How's that feel here?
Good.
Not so bad.
It's like stretching everything as well.
Yes.
I'm like, man, these are really freaking tight.
Yes. So a lot of the time in squats, the knees like to cave in. In the sumo squat, they're forcing you to press outwards more, and you're feeling the quad wrap around. So that's the front of the leg. Your leg is so smooth.
I haven't shaped it.
Well, it's smooth. But I want you to feel the quad wrapping around. You're going to feel the glute engage. As if someone took the tape and taped it this way. From the inside out. Can you feel that wrap and that difference? So think of the quad wrapping, squeezing. There you go. Press through the heels to lift you up. Do you feel the difference now?
I mean, I feel the difference, but I don't necessarily feel what you're talking about.
That's okay. It's a good visual for some people. If not, that's fine. I want you to just think of pushing those glutes, those knees outwards. I was looking at your glutes.
What's wrong with my glutes, huh?
Nothing. They're activating. Good. Squeezing through that lower core. So we want to make sure that tailbone is heavy, pubic bone is lifted. So you can't see from the side, but from the side, Alina's got that little heavy tailbone. Her back is actually like it's gliding down a wall. Back is super flat. Core is engaged the entire time. All we're going to do now is pivot to your left and come all the way down to that lunge position. So we're going to pivot, lower all the way down to the floor. Your right knee will be on the floor. Grab a support system if you need it. In 3, 2, 1. So pivot, face me.
My support system.
Yes, I'm always your support system. Good. Move this foot back just a tad. There you go. That was beautiful. Right into the microphone. Good. Before you lift up, remember, I want you to tuck the tailbone, level off the hips. So that we've got a good stable hip base. And then tuck the toes, lift up. Your hips are your support system, your personal support system, your stability. And we are only lifting off just a couple inches and then lowering back down. I think she's only about getting 3 inches of height, but I'm not fantastic at measuring. It's about 1 fist. Let's see. Am I right? Lift up. That's about a fist and a half.
I'm trying to figure out what the difference between an active calorie and a total calorie is.
I don't think Apple Watch even knows what that is.
Yeah. I was like, 9 active calories, 20 total calories. I was like, that's a stark difference, and I don't know what one of them is.
I don't think Apple knows. Level off those hips. Yeah, so do you feel that stretch in the hip?
Yeah.
But you're feeling a lot of activation to lift up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you watching, if you've watched the Black Widow move tutorial, this is the basis of that move to get up. A lot of this is to help with that training, to open up the hips, to engage through the glutes. So we'll call this training like a widow.
Guess that works.
Fine, don't think it. She just thinks I'm weird.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're almost done with this. We're gonna go into some good mornings. You're gonna pick up that 15-pound beam in 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. There's a struggle there. You're gonna place that beam on the back of your neck. Feet, I want them to be hip-width distance apart, soft bend in the knees. Now, before you do anything else, watch those knees. Can you feel them rotate out just a bit? Tiny, tiny bend. And then I want you to hinge forward. You're gonna push the hips back behind the heels. Core is engaged the whole time, only going as far as your body will let you. Can you just do a little quarter turn to one direction so that they can see you from the side? That was about 3/4 turns.
I realized, oh, they can't see me if I do it this way.
But your form is good. So the back is super straight, core is engaged, rib cage is knitted together. So if I were to put this foam roller on her spine, it would make contact with the foam roller the entire time, squeezing and pushing with the glutes on the way up. Hinging, pushing those hips back. Notice how the heels are in front of those hips. Booty goes way back as if she's going to touch the wall with her booty. Let's see if she can touch the foam roller with her booty. You're like, where is it? Where is it? It's like when you go, like when the seat and you're trying to find the seat behind you, but you don't turn. You're like, it should be here by now. And then there's that light second of panic, and you go, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. You're like, I'm gonna fall on the ground. I'm gonna fall on the ground. Past the point of no return. There's the chair. That's what that reminded me of. So you feel the squeeze of the glutes. Oh, I see the little shake. Okay, we're gonna do a little funness here. We're gonna do some side lunges along with a shoulder press. So Bean, you can turn and face the camera in 3, 2, 1. So turn to face that camera. You're gonna keep that beam on the shoulders. You're gonna step out with the left leg first. Left leg, step out. Right leg's gonna stay straight. Send the hips back, side lunge. Good, now when you step together, so come up together, add in the shoulder press, bring it down.
Do I continue on the left side?
And then go to the right side. So you're gonna alternate sides here. Oh.
It's so hard for me.
But you're doing good.
Thank you.
So from the side view, you wanna make sure the hips are pushing back behind you, just like we were doing in that good morning. Knitting that rib cage together, pulling the belly button in, even with your shoulder press, the chest wants to puff forward. You're looking really good here. I'm very proud of you.
I'm trying very hard.
Good. Now, once again, you're feeling that inner thigh stretch that we felt earlier in that hip hinge where you rocked back and forth. Notice how everything kind of ties together. Do you notice it?
Yes.
Okay. Looking good. The knees aren't going in or out. They're pushing straight back. They're not going over the toes. Even on the leg that's straight, that leg sometimes caves inwards. So we feel that rotation like we do in the Sumo Squat. So you feel the glutes engage. Last couple seconds here. We're going to bring it down to a dead row. What?
I said I want to get the right leg in.
And then come on together. So we're going to bring those feet about hip-width distance apart again. You're going to glide that bar over your thighs, over your shins, hinging. Give me a little bit more bend in the knees. Once you hit a flat back or parallel to the floor, give me a row. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then just one row. Just one row, and then bring it all the way up. Dead row. Use pause in the middle of the deadlift. So I want you to flick that tail, yeah, and then squeeze the core. better. Tailbone curled under a little bit.
Okay, we're fine. I thought I had to burp.
Rowing it back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Did Becca tell you what got her when I was training her?
No.
She couldn't engage her shoulder blades when she did the row. And I said, I want you to imagine, I just did this to her back. I just want you to imagine there's a spider right here and you have to crush it with your shoulder blades. She goes, I hate that works. Good. Almost done here. You get to use that ring here coming up shortly. How are those legs feeling?
Good.
Getting a little bit of upper body with it. I love compound movements. Compound.
Compound movement.
Huh?
What's compound?
So you're doing total body, adding in extra pieces. Okay. What?
It's so nice.
Yes, I know. That's why this beam is awesome. We're going to bring it down to a kneeling position. Grab your ring in 3, 2, 1. So knees are going to be hip width distance apart. And then, yeah, I'm going to give her the ring. Alina's facing a reflection here, so I want you to see if your knees are in line with your hip points, and then your shins line up. They pretty much just disappear. Yeah. There you go. You're going to keep a nice straight line and hinge backwards. Once you come up to shoulders stacked, I want you to hinge at the hips and touch your booty slowly to the heels, but keep your chest lifted.
I can feel every movement in my hips, and I'm trying really hard not to move the upper body to just go, look.
Yes, it looks like an easy move, but it's really difficult. So she does one move and then the other. So we're just combining just to make it fun, because why not? We can. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, send the arms to straight. Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Shakes. There you go, there you go, there you go. I love this control. The control, lowering the butt to the heels. So if you do a lot of, I don't even know what I was going to say. I'm just watching a little shakes. You can bring your hands back in. You looked a little like, but the control of the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings, the whole lower part of the body, shortening where that leverage point is, that hinge point is, by taking the shins, the feet out of it. So we slowly focus on the core, the glutes, the hips, quads, hamstrings. Good. There you go. Yeah, and then the challenge of keeping the shoulders above those hips the entire time. The spine fully connected as if it was still on that foam roller. See what I did there? Just like, are we done yet? Oh, little shakes, little shakes, little shakes. Good. We're going to rest down into that child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Good. Child's pose. Rest it down. You guys did fantastic. I highly encourage you to do this whole thing again. Maybe you can come back to this video and go from the kneeling lunge on. Do it multiple times. It'll be great fun for those legs. It'll start to strengthen them in a very different way. And we will see you next time on the Micro Squad. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the Micro Squad. Please don't forget to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and check out our on-demand classes. They are on our website, themicrosquad.com, and we'll see you next time.